Hello and welcome back to my shop. I'm going to work on a little quick project today. I hope you'll be able to take away from it and maybe use it in your shop. I was making a pin blank out of spalted maple, and the spalted maple I had was a bit on the punky side, so whenever I used my barrel trimmer it was tearing chunks out of the end of the blank. What happened then is when I turned the blank down to the proper size to fit the bushings, you were seeing chip out where the end of the pin met the nib or the cap. A buddy of mine, Vandermei, suggested making a faceplate sanding jig. And that's what I want to do in this video. What you're going to see in the video is my exact process. I didn't make one up and then make a second one for this video. This is the exact one that I made. I had a couple of small problems. From those problems, I sort of adapted and tried some different things to make it work. It is not a perfect solution by any means, but it is a very functional solution. Let's say you just got your lathe. You've got your pin mandrel, but you don't have your barrel trimmer yet. Most lathes come with a faceplate. And if you take this video, take a look at it, you can probably adapt what I did, take a little more time, build a little nicer one that you can use over and over, but I think you can adapt what I did to build a faceplate trimmer for your lathe. If you do build one, comment, let me know about it. I'd like to see what you built. Send me a link to your web page, your Facebook page, and I'd like to check it out because I know a lot of you guys are very creative and I expect some pretty amazing things. Without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get started making a faceplate sanding jig. And guys, if you like what you see, please consider subscribing to my page and liking this video. Leave all comments and I will get back to you. All right, let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is a faceplate for your lathe. Most lathes come with one of these when you purchase them, and as long as the faceplate has a hollow center to where we can pass our mandrel through it, it's going to work just fine. I took my faceplate and I just did a quick measurement, and this one's about 3¼ inches. I went to my scrap bin and I found a scrap piece of MDF, 1/2 inch MDF, and I cut it down on my saw to just right around 3½. It just was a rough cut. As long as it was over 3¼ I was okay with it. The next thing we want to do is put our faceplate on the MDF and trace the faceplate. I'm going to take this over to my scroll saw and I'm just going to quickly cut. It does not have to be perfect. We just want to round it out a little bit, so that way we don't have these sharp edges spinning around while we're trying to sand. Real quick job. You can tell it's not a perfect circle, but once again it won't matter because we just want to protect our hands from the sharp edges. Now you might be asking yourself, why did I choose MDF as opposed to a nice piece of hardwood like maple or something? And the reason why is the MDF offers a nice smooth flat surface that I can easily glue my sandpaper to. Next thing we want to do is we want to take and mark our holes so that we can attach the MDF to the faceplate. Go ahead and drill these holes out, and then I'm going to take my screws and attach my faceplate to the MDF. Now make absolutely sure that the screws you're using are not going to be so long that they actually poke through the MDF and cause a hazard on the other side that you could snag a finger on and maybe give yourself a nice cut. I drill my holes. I like to start out with just a punch, and I like to punch my holes so that I make sure I hit the center each time. And then we can go ahead and drill them out. Now, when you're drilling them out, don't go so deep that you drill through the other side. We don't want that dimple there on the other side causing problems.